a lovely morning here at Thuja Hill, and we are going to go blueberry picking today. And I want to take you with me. Now, this is one of our favorite times of year over here at Thuja Hill because we absolutely love blueberries. We put them in everything from muffins to scones to smoothies to oatmeal. These lovely little gems seem to go good on just about anything. And so today is opening day at our favorite blueberry patch, and so we're gonna go. It's nice and early. It's just after 8 o'clock in the morning here, and the air is ideal for blueberry picking. It's sunny, it's cool, it's not too hot, and so I'm gonna take you with me, and then we're gonna come home and we're gonna make a sourdough blueberry muffin with a crumble on top. And so I really hope that you enjoy today's video. So come on, let's go blueberry picking. This is the first day of opening here at this particular patch, and the blueberries are just ideal right now. They're nice and blue and very sweet, and it's just so fun to be out here. This is one of our favorite summertime activities to do. We love storing up some in the freezer too. It's always great. All right, friends, we're back home and we're gonna make our sourdough blueberry muffins with a crumb topping. And I hope that you enjoy today's recipe. So this is just basically a quick sourdough muffin. That means we're not gonna leave it overnight to ferment. I have already prepared my sourdough starter, and so I've got about a half a cup here of starter, and we're gonna add that to our muffin mix. So the first thing we're gonna do for this recipe is prepare our crumb topping. And that's really easy. All it is spelt flour, coconut sugar, and butter. And we're gonna put that mixture in its own little bowl and set aside. So to start out with the crumb topping, we're gonna use 4 tablespoons of salted butter. And we're just gonna go ahead and melt that on the stove. Okay, and while that's melting away, we're gonna go ahead and get half a cup of coconut sugar into our bowl. I don't use a lot of sugar anymore, and so I keep my coconut sugar in this food grade container, which I have in the pantry. And we're gonna put it in our bowl. And we're also gonna get a half a cup of spelt flour and put that in our bowl as well. And it looks like our butter is all melted. So we're gonna go ahead and add that to our crumb mixture now. Now we're gonna mix this butter, sugar, and flour until it becomes kind of a coarse, crummy topping mixture. And again, we'll just set this aside until we're ready for it. And now we're gonna get on with our dry ingredients. So first we're gonna start with 2 cups of spelt flour. You could use all-purpose, but I have grown to really love spelt flour in my kitchen. It's so easy to work with, and it's very good for you, and it tastes really good too. And now we're gonna add a cup of coconut sugar. I'll bring my coconut sugar back up here. We're gonna add a half a teaspoon of baking soda, a half a teaspoon of salt, a tablespoon of arrowroot powder, and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. We are also going to add the juice of a lime, and then we're going to go ahead and give our mixture a good stir. And then next we're going to add in 2 cups of fresh blueberries, and we're going to coat them with our dry mixture. Okay, we've got some of our ingredients cleaned up and our dry mixture and our crumble set over to the side, and now we're gonna get started on our wet ingredients. So for this part, you're gonna need a half a cup of sourdough starter. Stick that in there. This is spelt sourdough starter, which I just enjoy so much. And so it's a little more whole grainy looking than if you were to use, say, an all-purpose flour. All right, and then we're gonna add 2 eggs. We're also gonna add 3 tablespoons of Greek yogurt. You can also use sour cream or coconut milk yogurt. We're gonna use 8 tablespoons of melted butter, which I have already melted over here on the stove. And so we'll get that into our mixture. And then finally, we're gonna use 1 teaspoon of a good vanilla. And now we're gonna go ahead and stir our wet ingredients together, and then we'll get them all added together in one big bowl. All right, now that our wet ingredients are all mixed up and incorporated together, we're gonna add them to the dry ingredients and give everything a really good stir. All right, now that we've got our batter all mixed together, we're gonna go ahead and preheat our oven to 375 and get our muffin tins ready. Years ago, I bought these lovely stainless steel muffin tins, and I've used them so many times. I'm actually a huge fan of these parchment muffin cups. It just makes cleanup a lot easier, and also storing the muffins as well. They do really well in these little paper cups. And so if you have them, great. If not, you can just spray out your muffin tins and do it that way too. I think we're gonna start with 12 muffins and see how we do. I might wanna make these a little bit bigger. Now that we have lined our muffin tin, we are gonna go ahead and fill each cup with the appropriate amount of batter. All right, friends, we got just over a dozen muffins from the batch I made today. So now we're gonna go ahead and add our crumble topping. This crumble topping is what makes these muffins irresistible. All right, friends, our lovely muffins are done. They have just spent the last 30 minutes in the oven and they look great. As you can see, the crumble topping has melted and baked into the muffin top, making for an ideal muffin top experience. So I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. I thank you so much for coming with us to the blueberry patch and watching this video of how to make sourdough blueberry muffins. I hope that whatever fruit picking extravaganza you go on this summer, that you enjoy yourselves. So as usual, I thank you so much for watching today's video, and I look forward very much to seeing you in the next one. Goodbye for now.